Oh, my angels, I'm so glad you're here. It is the eve of my birthday, and I have an October birthday, and my neuro spooky self uh, is over the moon to celebrate tomorrow with my sister. And this this birthday has brought me extra good fortune because I'm currently fighting a sewer backup in my basement and a furnace that won't start. Pretty fancy. Um, so yeah, it's an unemployed birthday for me. This is the first birthday I've been unemployed in a very long time. So I am currently awaiting uh proof of or the card. I am currently awaiting my Medicaid card. I was given Medicaid a month ago, but I have not received the card. Until I receive the card, I cannot start the therapy that I need in order to even consider being able to go back to a job, if that ends up being possible for me at all. I am not currently capable of considering standard employment, and it's making it really challenging in a lot of ways. Um, Not a lot of people understand uh, the way that I feel. I'm currently experiencing very strong, powerful, terrifying emotions at the prospect of going into any job. It feels in my body, considering going to work. I'm starting to trigger it now. It feels like I'm considering putting my hand into a running garbage disposal. It gives me that sense of imminent physical violent harm. Um, so that's new and not helping things at all. Um, I I can only assume that it's part of the evolution that I feel like we're all really experiencing, and it could just be me. It could just be me, but I keep seeing so many influencers, so many people on YouTube, so many stories, and people in my own experience, people in my life who are feeling the exact same thing. I keep explaining it to people. The way I see it in my brain is like, if you are familiar with the transformation of caterpillars into cocoon state and then turning into butterflies. This transformation is something most of us are familiar with. I see humanity in a caterpillar state. It has been in a caterpillar state, and that's our capitalism, our wars, our fights against each other, our arguments about sexuality and gender and race and territory and a bunch of nonsense, resources. And humanity as a whole is currently going into the cocoon state and to emerge a butterfly. Um, the alternative is that the caterpillars all die out because they killed each other. Generally speaking, most of us want things to continue, but the only way for it to continue is to go into a cocoon state where we reconcile our relationship with the universe and humanity and the brotherhood of man and all of our relations, and then come out on the other end as butterflies and a unified butterfly civilization. Is it possible? Yeah, it's absolutely possible. Starts with me, starts with you. Um, So what I'm seeing is that my ability to fit in with the caterpillars has taken a sharp decline, and I am deep in the cocoon stage. Being in the cocoon stage makes me feel very, because I can see the butterfly. I know what being a butterfly looks like. I see influencers who, talk about how butterfly they are, how they've got everything going and they've got all these things happening for them. And I'm so excited to someday be a butterfly. But right now, I am deep in the goo. I a want a fun fact about caterpillars is that when they go into that cocoon, they dissolve. Basically, they turn into a goo before they build themselves back up as butterflies. Not everybody realizes this. However, that's the state I feel like I'm in. I am in the goo. I am deep in the goo. So I don't know if anybody can relate. I might have to start a podcast called Deep in the Goo, because I don't know if anybody would listen, because I don't know that anybody else cares or anybody else hears me. But I'm putting this out there because I love you, angels, and I want to connect. And being deep in the goo, dealing with unemployment from a caterpillar culture that I don't really resonate with anymore, and the inability to pass myself off as a butterfly and be employed in that realm, because I'm not there yet, but I can see it. I know where it's there. And I've gone through a lot of the cocoon experience, so I can be useful to people who are coming behind me into that butterfly state. But I am so deep in the goo that I can't effectively call them to me, except through this. And that's why I'm here. And yeah, if you want to hear more about my adventures, or if you want to tell me about your adventures, please, I would love to hear if anyone else is doing this. Let me know. And I will do this again and we'll have a conversation. All right. Peace, angels.